What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. Today we got a little bit of goodness, starting with this Summer Beach Kula Roulette. Now, Kula isn't really that great of a character, but she does have a great leadership of that 50% for blue element fighters. Actually really good. And she is actually decent for Immortal Typhon because she does apply chill damage and freeze, right? So that's really good for that dungeon. She can actually put in work because when you actually freeze the Immortal Typhon, he does kind of just sit there stationary and he's not really attacking. So it's actually a pretty good thing. You can use her on a blue team. She can be useful, but I think for most players, they're just going to get her. I think most players are probably just going to go for these all-star souls more than anything, or they're probably going to go for the capsules. I'm going to be going for the capsules myself because I already have this character, and that's really what I think most players should go for. She's been in the game for a long time, but you know, still a fun little character to play. I mean, you can use her 3PG that's available in the game, which does apply freeze. It's actually really good for Immortal Typhon as well. And then we have a new bingo event, and we always love these bingos. I mean, these bingos are really nice. I actually haven't went through this to see if there's anything in here that we would have any difficulty doing. So let's take a look at this real quick here. Everything looks pretty simple so far. I don't see anything that people can't play. Time attack, maybe that'll be a problem for some people, but they usually have time attack in here. Yeah, it looks like everything's pretty much everybody's going to be able to get. It's nice that we're going to be able to get these 20 gold hammers. It's a very rare resource, so we always like that. You got the imprint stones here that are actually selection boxes, and as I always tell you guys, you know, for Immortal Vulcan, these recovery stones are actually really good. Actually, this one here is actually really nice because it actually works upon landing an active skill on a critical hit when your HP is 70% or less. So you get a lot of recovery, which enables you to do a lot more damage. You're going to see Immortal Vulcan generally on blue characters because they have the advantage. And this stone here is actually insane. I mean, you can see how many I got. I got 17 of these things. There's a reason for it. The PG rate stone is pretty insane on a lot of characters. It's a stone that I would highly recommend people to get. This stone here is actually really good too as far as doing damage to your opponents. And all of these stones you can actually unpair, which is actually good compared to gold imprint stones. And then you have a Fest Memory mystery box. I really wish this would have been a selection box. Maybe I'm being a little greedy, but it would have been nice if this had been a selection box. But at least you can get a free memory for a Fest character, which is nice. I mean, that is nice. You know, beggars can't be choosers. But I really wish that had been a selector. And getting these two unpairing kits is actually really nice, especially if you're like maybe unpairing BS stones and putting on other characters, or same with SS stones, or you know, maybe you want to unpair certain stones like or what are in that mystery box and put them on other characters. So it's nice to be able to get those. They're really rare resources and hard to get a hold of. And the fact that you can get what, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, about 600 free rubies out of this is nice, especially before the collab, on top of giving us that 3,000 rubies. I know it's not a lot of rubies, but it's definitely better than nothing, and it's always nice to see those free rubies coming into the game. The next thing that we have is this Iori in Wonderland team relay dungeon. Now, a little complaint that I have about this is I really wish they would give us some rubies in these things. It's nice that you can get, I mean, I guess, you know, these tokens here, but most players have an insane amount of those tokens. It's nice to get these capsules, the experience bottles. I mean, you get a gold hammer, and you get another gold hammer. But the thing about this is pretty damn hard. I actually tried this team right here. Matter of fact, we'll just jump in here right now, and we'll do a run with this team. Now, this team is well built. Now, I am using the Iori in Wonderland, who actually does get a 300% increase to attack. And I am using the SS3PG on him, right? So let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Now, the thing about Iori in Wonderland is, man, he has long cooldowns, which is pretty damn annoying. We want to go towards Iori. We want to attack Itori. See? There we go. Now we're going to use K. And you definitely want a PG rate leadership because you're not going to build up very much PG at all. This is kind of like a lot of the regular dungeons where they decrease the PG rate, and I'm trying to build up Iori's 3 PG. There we go. Come on. And you see, I still... There we go. Finally. And it's nice that you can use this PG, but I can tell you guys right now that you are definitely going to be better off using the SS characters, the BS characters, instead of these Wonderland characters, because the truth is, they're not that good for this. And you can see, guys, there's no way. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. But there's no way I was going to get it done. There's no way I was going to clear that thing, right? And these characters are well built. I mean, these are some... I got 2 very strong level 50 characters that actually have double attack imprint stones on them. I mean, this is crazy. Look at this. I mean, he's got a double attack here. He's got a double attack here. We got the PG stone, level 50, max capsules. I mean, he's jacked up pretty good. You got Mr. Karate here, who has 3 imprint stones, 2 HP stones, and then a double attack right here. You know, we're running the... Well, we are running the Noah. The Akane would have been better, but still, that is crazy that I have 2 insanely strong characters. I got the PG rate leadership and still having trouble. So I would recommend all of you to use your SS, your BS character. I mean, just use your strongest characters available. I mean, you can definitely want to set up teams where you're going to have a PG rate leadership. That's going to make a big difference in this. You want to stall that timer as much as possible. And earlier I said you get an increased attack by 300% when you use the Wonderland characters, or if you use Summer Beach Kula. But I can tell you right now that all of those characters, well, maybe Kula will probably freeze Iori, but really all of these characters aren't going to be the best at all. You're really better off using nest teams, or you're better off just using, you know, all our OP characters like Ginitz, Karate, certain collab characters. They're just going to be a whole lot better for this, because these guys just aren't quite getting it done. I mean, I have 171,858 CP between these 3 characters, which is nuts. So, I mean, you're probably going to have to throw in an SS team. So, let's see here. Let's find our SS characters here. Wait for this thing to load because it takes an eternity. Oh, we can't do it right here. Never mind. So let's see here. We will put Iori, Kyo, and Mai in there. We'll slap a nice little card set on this guy. Let's give him an Akane set. There we go. We'll use him for that PG rate leadership, that 15% PG rate leadership, which only applies to SS characters. Then we'll break out Kyo. Kyo's already set up, but we're going to give him a little bit more cooldown. There we go. And all these characters have max SS stones on them. And then Maisie here, we'll go ahead and slap an Akane on her. Let's see, let's find another one. Yeah, we'll take that one off the rock. Let's find us a nice little cooldown here. Here, we'll take that one. I think I just stole the car. Oh, yeah. I stole a... There we go. Alright. Now we're all set up. Now let's see how this SS team does. Because we know this team's freaking OP as hell. Come on now, somebody do their PG. I mean, this is freaking hard, man. This is hard. This is really a lot harder than what it should be, considering the rewards that you're actually getting. Let's go. Come on. And we don't want to... We want to use KOF's 3PG here. There we go. What the hell? Did you see that? He's using his default. And there you go. So, I mean, it took a freaking SS team to get it done. That is crazy. This is a team that can score some pretty insane points in a guild raid, and you're just trying to do 30 million damage. That's how hard this thing is. I really think, I mean, look, you get 10 capsules, you get 2 gold hammers. It's, I mean, when you got to use a team like this, and you can set up 3 teams, right? You can set up just some regular fest characters. You really don't need the SS and the BS characters, but it's definitely going to make your life a lot easier to be able to get those souls, to be able to get those experience bottles. I mean, this is freaking hard. This is hard. This is way harder than what it really should be, at least in my opinion. Let me know how you're all feeling about it in the comments. If you guys want me to set up like fest teams or like a free-to-play setup, I'll happily do that for you. So then we have the KOF pass, and this thing's pretty much the same as it always is. You can pay $5. You can get the 1600 AP. You can get some tokens. This $5 deal is actually well worth it. This is actually a good deal. But then you can spend another 50, at least in my currency, American dollars, and you'll be able to get 4,000 rubies. You can get some tokens. You get a lot of experience balls. These are all mystery boxes, but the tier 1 to 5 experience balls, okay, those are selection boxes. You got 200 capsules. I mean, there's a lot in here. You actually get a Fest Fighter selector, and then you get 2 selectors for your memory. This is one of them deals that's got 100 gold hammers. It's got 20 elite hammers, and then it's got a double attack stone, I believe. Yeah, double attack stone, and I believe it's just for burn. It's just for burn characters, which you can actually get from Guild Raid. Oh no, you can actually choose any dot you want. We got Starlight, Poison. Okay, bleed. All right, so you can just choose any dot you want, which is actually pretty nice. Is it worth it? I mean, for some players, this is going to be worth it. They're going to look at this. I mean, if you're trying to move up the ranks, if you're trying to build up characters a little bit faster, if you're in a hurry to try to get some memories for a character, I mean, with this kit right here, you can take any Fest character, except for obviously SS and BS, and you can get the character, and then you can actually awaken them twice afterwards. So that's actually not bad, especially considering you're going to get 100 gold hammers. You know, I don't know if I'm going to buy this. I probably won't, to be perfectly frank with you guys. This here is a mystery box. I probably won't buy this because it's okay, right? It's an okay deal. But for some of you out there, depending on where you live in the world, this is actually going to be, you know, pretty freaking expensive. And I think for those players, it's not going to be worth it. It's really going to depend on where you're at in the world and really depend on the situation that you're in as far as, is this really worth it? For me, not really. I mean, really, the only thing I want from this thing is the rubies. That's all I want because I have a pretty stacked roster. I really don't need any more memories. But if you're in a hurry, you're trying to level up your memories, you got the money to spare, maybe this wouldn't be a bad deal for you to buy. So let me know how y'all feeling about the bingo event, about the KOF pass, about the new Wonderland dungeon. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.